It's episodes like You Bet Your Life that make me so sorrowful for the fact that there was a limited run with the Debbie Reynolds Show because this episode is brilliant. Debbie Reynolds' performance was just wonderful. This is the 10th episode, and Debbie and Jim and Bob and Charlotte are stands in for You Bet Your Wife, the game show that Debbie and Bob are both very good at, but Jim and Charlotte not so much. And not really something they'd intended on doing, but by a chance happening, they end up competing as Debbie and Bob, and they fake their marriage to get on the show, and they do quite well. And a photographer comes to their house to photograph the happy married couple in their own habitat. But of course, Bob lives with Charlotte. So they try and fake things, and as you can imagine, there are some hilarious consequences. And had I known the narrative for this before I watched it and tried to guess what would have happened, I wouldn't have been right. It's so unpredictable, it's so ludicrous, and it's utterly fabulous. And it just gets worse and worse for Debbie and Bob because the photographer keeps coming back when things just seem to be settling down, and then several other characters come along and, well, make things quite interesting. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. It's beautifully filmed and it's so funny. And just Debbie's facial expression at the very, very end was just absolutely golden. I also have to say, I would have been terrible at the game show. I got none of them, whereas Debbie and Bob were, of course, doing quite well. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's one of my favourite episodes so far. It is very unpredictable, beautifully done, so funny, and I absolutely adored it. And it just makes me so sad that we didn't really get that much of the Debbie Reynolds Show. However, I really enjoyed it. I would definitely watch it again. So far, You Bet Your Life is probably one of my favourite episodes, and I was going to say one of the best performances from Debbie Reynolds, but that's not true. They're all amazing. They're all great. I love her to bits. But yeah, her facial expression at the end I thought was particularly brilliant.